Hi everyone, going to do a quick video on advanced data analysis. Advanced data analysis is a tool only available to GPT-4. I think probably the best tool on GPT-4. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't seem to know about it. So you access it up here where you access your plugins. By default, it won't be turned on. I'll move my head up here and I'll show you. So you'd come into here, go settings and beta features. And plugins and advanced data analysis are both turned off by default. So you can just turn them on, and then once you go here, it will show up here. So what advanced data analysis does is it will write code to solve problems and do tasks that ChatGPT couldn't do by itself. So I've got a photo of a receipt here, and I'm going to say, all right, transcribe this receipt. And so I've put a JPEG image in, it takes in the JPEG and it starts just writing code to do this task for me. So, okay, I'll examine the uploaded image and transcribe it, great. So you can see here it's writing this code, it'll hide it for me, I don't need to know what's going on in the code, it'll do it for me. That said, it can be really handy if I want to be able to double check my work or do anything like that. I can just go to the code, and maybe if you know how to code, or there is someone around you who knows how to code, they can double check, make sure the work you're doing is repeatable and just keep an eye on it. Although it seems to perform pretty well at most tasks as it is. So we've transcribed this receipt, and now it's given me a transcription of everything on this image. I had a look through it before, it's almost all correct. But that said, it's not entirely accurate. So if you're going to do something like that, always just double check. And it's good practice whenever you're doing things with GPT-4 or whatnot, just always double check. So that's one example, transcribing a receipt. That's a pretty simple example. I'm going to give you one more that was a real example from the other day here in our co-working space at Colabs. So someone was running an experiment and they asked me to help them analyze the results they had from this experiment. So they gave me these two CSV files, these two Excel files, and they said, hey, is there anything we can do with ChatGPT? And I said, yeah, we can use advanced data analysis. So what it's going to do is it's going to take in these two Excel files and it's going to start writing code to make assessments about what's going in there. So this was an experiment about humidity in two different conditions, and we wanted to compare under which of the conditions was there higher humidity. And we needed, the person in my office needed to write a whole report on this, and he wound up doing most of it with ChatGPT, getting data visualizations, getting the whole report written, comparing, finding out the results. He didn't even know the results if this experiment had been a success or not before using this tool, and within 5-10 minutes, he had got everything he needed to get out of this. It saved him, I imagine, a fair bit of time. This is the sort of thing that previously might have taken you a day's work. You can do this in 5-10 minutes now. So we're getting statistics here about the humidity. So here's some basic stats about the humidity in both of our data sets, and it's just going to keep giving me comparisons and observations. Great. I might want a data visualization. And okay, it's going to do that for me now. That's awesome. Oh no, it's asking me, would I like a visual representation? Yes, I would like a visual representation. So we're going to get this, and it's going to give us a plot. So once again, just writing Python code. And that's the other great thing about it is, you don't need to know what's going on, but you can check over it and make sure that what it's doing is repeatable, is actually fitting your needs. So it's this isn't a black box. This is really transparent with how it's going about generating your results for you. Okay, great. So I've got these two data sets, and now I can pretty clearly see that the humidity here in this blue one is lower than the humidity in the red plot. Great. It seems like the experiment was a success. The humidity's dropped down. That's fantastic. And I could, I'm not going to sit and bore you with this, but I could ask it, okay, can you write a report on all this data? Also, all the data in these files, there was, tens of thousands, I think nearly 100,000 rows of data in each file. And when we went to try just do it on Excel, it was crashing the program because it was too much data. But it's just got a way higher capacity to process all these things on advanced data analysis because it can use Python code. So that's really handy. And yeah, hopefully you can see some of the use cases on this. You can save a bunch of time, be really efficient and accurate with your work. And I think the cool thing about advanced data analysis is this video only really scratches the surface of everything you could use it for. I mean, this thing could do a whole bunch of tasks for you. I'm excited to see what people do with it, and I'm still coming up with ideas of how to use it myself. But yeah, hope this is useful for you, and yeah, give it a go at implementing it into whatever your work you're doing now. Thanks for tuning in.